Hello everyone, welcome to William and the Magic Box. Today on our show, we are going to have Gregory. Gregory is from LA, but he lives in Barcelona, in Spain. So let's see what Gregory has to say. Enjoy the interview.
Hey, girl.
Hello Gregory, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Very well. Thanks so much for taking the time this Friday for the interview. Thank you.
No, I'm flattered. I'm like a little like, oops.
So tell me, how's your day been so far?
Yeah, everything's good. Yeah, it's a day, normal. I mean, I was hoping to show up at your interview with like salty hair and like a good tan, but it was stormy all day, so I didn't go to the beach.
So tell
That's
me
all that part.
where are you from, Gregory?
I'm from Los Angeles.
Wow.
Well, actually, okay, you talked to enough people. I'm actually from a place called Anaheim.
Uh-huh.
It's where Disneyland is in California. That's where I'm from.
I see, but I believe you are based right now in Barcelona.
I'm in Barcelona, correct. I've been here for 9 years, and then before that was 4 years in Paris. So I've been in almost 14 years in Europe. Yeah.
Wow. So tell me why the change from California to Europe?
Okay, so I met my ex-husband in California in 2008, and I had two dreams. I had two dreams in life. I wanted to live in Europe, and I wanted to see the world. And then after 2 years, this is 2008, the market crashed, and he lost his business. He had a successful business, and he lost his business. And then his father got ill, which was in the UK, and he's like, "I'm going back to Europe. I'm not gonna live in the UK. I'm moving to Paris." And I'm like, and like with puppy dog guys, I was like, "Don't leave me here." And so like a month later, we moved to Paris with no plan, no jobs, no money. We just went.
Wow.
And then 4 years in Paris, we said after I got rejected for my residency for a stupid reason, and we're like, you know what? F this stuff. Let's go somewhere better with the sea. Let's go to Barcelona. And we just 2 weeks later, we lived in Barcelona. And that's how I'm here. No reason. Why not? Yeah.
Right, Gregory, before we start the game, before we start within the Magic Box, would you like to tell me something interesting about yourself?
I had a very giant career in porn, and I was Europe's best escort in 2014, something I'm very proud of. And yeah, that's my past. I'm moving forward, but like it was a huge part of my life, and it's something a lot of people don't know about me until I see them and they're like, "Oh my God, I know who you are." But most of the way I look now, people don't know who I am. So
Amazing. And how long was your career in the doing adult content for?
9 years.
9 years.
Before Twitter, before OnlyFans, it was real DVD, VHS, all that kind of stuff. A long time ago.
I'll check it out.
Or that I had the second most famous blog in that industry in America in 2008. Yeah.
Amazing. Very good.
All right. So I don't want to. I mean, yeah. That's the thing I think off the top of my head.
Amazing. I think I think nowadays, with those platforms like OnlyFans, I think people, they are expressing their sexuality in a bigger proportion that, in the past, I believe.
No, they're making money. No one's expressing nothing. They're making money. They're expressing their need for money.
As well.
Yeah. No, I mean, I've been thinking about making a comeback from who I was, but I just don't know if I can. When you get out of sex work, it's a huge accomplishment because it's very hard to do. And I made it out, and I kind of want to go back, but I can't bring myself to go back. I just can't. I've evolved, and I'm not the same person. I'm also not as naive, so it's not as fun anymore. I think it has to be fun, and like this is very pompous, but I've done it all. I can't think of anything I want to do anymore of. Like it's not exciting. I'm very ADHD, and like I need dopamine, and when it's just work, it's like I don't know what to do.
I see. All right. Gregory, are you ready to go on a beautiful journey through your memories in life and to share your point of views?
Absolutely. Are you ready? Are you ready for me?
Yes, I am. Amazing. Welcome to William and the Magic Box. Okay, so I've got here my best friend. couple of random questions. I'm just gonna play a song now, just for us to relax a bit before the first question. Okay?
Okay, go.
Let's do it.
I
Right.
live.
Before we start the game, during the join, if it comes up a question that you don't want to talk about for some reason, you don't want to answer, always can change. Okay?
That won't
Right.
happen. Trust me.
First question for you is: who was your first crush and why?
I think my first crush was Gavin Rossdale from the band Bush. If I think back, I wasn't out and I didn't know I was gay yet, but when I think back about like my earliest men that I was attracted to, watching that man, I think it was 1990 something, doing MTV Spring Break in the Rain, screaming Glycerine, and that Gwen Stefani, sorry, my language, she married him and she was my favorite woman and he was my favorite man and they got married. I was so pissed off. But Gavin Rossdale for sure is the first one I could think of. Or the guy who played the kid in Terminator 2. Something about his puberty cracking voice really turned me on. I don't know what it was.
Interesting. I love that. Interesting. Next question. Let's do it. Next question for you is, talking about movie, if you could be a character, in a movie, who that would be and why?
Caddy Herring. Don't have to explain it. Caddy Herring from Mean Girls. Easy peasy, no question. Whatever.
And why?
Why? Because I can go from the African bush to being a mean girl to being a person who really understands herself, and I can go through the whole journey really quick. But I don't look good as a redhead, so that doesn't really work. But whatever.
Amazing. Next question. Let's do it. Right. So before the next question, tell me what do you like the most about living in Barcelona? What's the best part of living there? And the flip side, what do you find most challenging?
Easy. So the best part about Barcelona, I'm from Los Angeles. So imagine everything you've ever dreamed about Los Angeles. That's what Barcelona is. Los Angeles is not. It's a lie. It's total lie. The beautiful things about Los Angeles is what Barcelona is, but with a ritmo, a rhythm, una ritmo. Like the streets are calm, everything works, everything's on time. I don't care about weather. I like the changing seasons a little bit. It's not as severe, but just the laziness of Barcelona, and it's very boring. And I mean boring in a very good way, because like I don't have to have any money, I don't have to have a job, I don't have to do anything, and I can go to the mountains, I can go to the beach, and everything is 30 minutes away from here. It's such an easy freaking life. It's so beautiful. The dark side. Because it's boring, if you're not ready for Barcelona, there is it's a bit of a taboo subject, but there is a underbelly of extreme chemsex drug use here. And if you come here naive, thinking that it's just all easy, beachy, cheesy, but like it's not, then that will become your social circle and people fall hard into it. And people who fall hard into that last about 2 years here and they leave. And it's a sad thing because it's a beautiful city, and it's also a not poor is the wrong word, but it's a city where we don't do much except for hang out with each other. And if you fall in that group, it kind of really wrecks your idea of Barcelona. It's a sad thing. And I've watched lots of people fall down the hole. And I mean, I don't know if I should be saying all this, but that's the truth about Barcelona. And I tell everyone who thinks about moving to Barcelona, I said, listen, you may not think you have a drug problem yet, but you're going to have a drug problem in 2 years, and don't underestimate it and be ready for it. And it happens every time, without a doubt. I've never seen anybody escape it.
Wow. And when you think about Los Angeles, there is something that you miss besides your family? No?
Oh, yes, tacos. I miss the Mexican food in Los Angeles. That's my soul food. It's my happy food. But the good thing is that Mexican food is really making a huge wave here in Barcelona. I've met some great people. I go to Mexico a lot. I met some great people, some small towns in Mexico that are having restaurants here. Freaking amazing stuff. But Los Angeles is a farce. It's a place where most of the people there are not from there, And so they act like what they imagine Los Angeles people would act like. And it creates that vibe that everyone thinks Los Angeles is. And it's not. We're not all hippies, we're not all yoga. Like every trend you see in Los Angeles is contrived. You have to try so hard to look so relaxed. And I'm like, that's not who we are. When you're from there, that's not how it is. That's not how it is. But they come there with that attitude, you know?
And since those years that you've been living in Barcelona, did you ever meet anyone living there from California or from Los Angeles?
A lot. Actually, today I just met a new person from Los Angeles also. Yeah, it
Oh,
was weird. You'd be surprised. It's an extremely international city. Extremely.
wow.
Yeah. Yeah. Most of my friends are not from Barcelona. I will say this. I love the Catalan culture. So we are in Catalonia.
Yeah.
I love the Catalan culture, but when you're not Catalan or you don't speak Catalan, which I don't, unfortunately, not yet, um, they're a very protective society amongst themselves, and it's hard to break in. And they're great, great freaking people. But I don't have any Catalan friends. I have one, maybe, I think.
All right. Next question for you is, what is your morning ritual?
So it's just morning is when I wake up and I eat. I pee first. I always have to pee. I gotta pee first. Always. And that pee is so difficult. It's like when you hold your hand on the wall. It's like, I'm so tired and just gotta get this out. It's like getting my snowflake or my cornflakes. Like and I eat. And then on a normal day, it's then eat, watch some TikToky stuff, and then go to the gym.
Do you consider yourself to be more of a day or night person?
Both, because I'm a massive insomniac, so I never sleep. So I do both. I like when things are open, so I enjoy the day a bit more. At night, I have to deal with myself, and that's a little hard. And I'm always hungry.
How often do you go to the gym?
Every day.
Wow.
When I'm in right now, I'm in a down moment, but like when I'm in my most optimal state, I go twice a day. Once in the morning, once at night. And for me, it's my therapy. Yes, it's homework. I don't care which body I have, whatever, but like I love being at the gym. I know everyone there. It's all my friends. It's my Zen moment. I can meditate there. I can lift. It's the one thing that I can control in my life right now that has a schedule. Somewhere I can go.
Amazing. Next question. Let's do it. Next question for you is, what gives you butterflies?
What gives me butterflies? Oof, there's lots of things. If I'm talking about men, the way a man laughs, it makes you crazy, 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 crazy. And his eyes. Laugher, eyes, and smile for sure. What gives me butterflies also is watching a sunrise or a sunset in a new place, always.
Wow, that's nice.
Yeah.
Do you consider yourself to be a romantic person?
Extremely.
Tell me, what's the biggest romantic thing that you have done to someone that they went like, wow, that something was like over the top? It doesn't need to be like wow, but
no. I have an instant answer. I have an instant answer for that. I define romance maybe differently than most people because I don't believe in Disney romance. But giving you all the time you need to be okay is the most romantic thing I feel like I do for anybody.
Wow, beautiful, very good. Ready for another one?
Yeah, I have one.
Let's do it.
I wish I knew which music you're dancing to.
Next question for you is, what is your favorite weekend activity?
Doing absolutely nothing, because I honestly believe weekends are for amateurs and I don't have a job that's a Monday through Friday. So on the weekends, you have a lot of, no offense to anybody, you have a lot of people who are desperate to escape and do a lot of things. And I'm like, I prefer a Tuesday night, not a Saturday. So doing absolutely nothing on the weekends, avoiding people all I can on the weekends is all I want to do on the weekends.
Come something. Let's pretend that I'll come to Barcelona for the very first time. Let's say for the weekend. Where would you take? And what's something that I really need to go? I need to visit something that's a must.
I definitely think that you should see a sunset from Montjuic. I think you should go to the Juan Miro Museum, my favorite museum in the whole world. I think you need to, if you can, for me, a sunrise at either Barceloneta or Tres Torres in Chernobyl. Because Tres Torres in Chernobyl, you have these two rocks where you can watch the sun just grow in this beautiful natural place with this power plant. It's epic. Or in Barceloneta when you're there. Do you remember that movie City of Angels? It was like 2000s with,
Yeah.
and you know the angels are standing on the beach watching the sunrise. And so like when you go to Barceloneta and watch the sunrise in the summer, and the sun is this giant orange magnificent thing, and you have hundreds of paddleboarders that are just little shadows against. I mean, it literally looks like the Lion King when the shadows on it. It is the most beautiful thing, and you have all the people who made it through all the night, who are drunk, they met somebody in love on blankets, having bottles of wine, just enjoying the start of a new day. Those are the things I would definitely share with you, for sure.
Oh, wow, beautiful. When you arrived in Barcelona, Gregory, tell me what was the most challenging part for you to adapt yourself to the new city, the language, and everything?
I didn't speak a single lick of Spanish. I spoke no Spanish whatsoever.
Mm-hmm.
So that was number one. But I think I'm good with languages, so I picked it up pretty quick. The other part was the difficulty making friends in Barcelona is a lot harder than you would think. I think, from my experience and from everyone else who has talked to me, making friends in Barcelona is very difficult because it's a very transient city. So I think everyone who is here for a long time just kind of brushes everyone off new as they'll be gone in a year, so why bother? So it's hard to make deep connected friends. Like, for example, sorry if I'm rambling on, but like in Los Angeles, you start with 1,000 friends and with two after 5 years, right? In Barcelona, you start with nothing. And after 5 years, you might have one friend that's still there.
Wow.
And I don't think it's a negative. I don't think it's a negative. I just think it kind of attributes to the fact that people really value relationships here, and they want to have a real connection instead of a passing one, I think.
And I believe being gay in Barcelona, you feel free, you feel safe.
Actually, it's funny. I talk about this a lot. When I'm American, and so when gay marriage and equality and all that passed, there was kind of a warning I gave to my friends. I'm older, and like there's a warning I gave to my friends. I said, do you understand what it is to assimilate into regular society, right? Like, you're gonna be bored, girl. When there's no gay ghetto, there's no gay bar. You gotta go to a straight bar, all that kind of stuff, right? So when I get to Barcelona, though, I've seen Spain is a place where, this is how I describe it, gay doesn't exist. So you're somebody and you're not gay. You're just somebody. And when I see like a 13-year-old gay couple or a lesbian couple kissing the street, my first reaction is, and I'm like, oh wait, I'm in a place where nobody's looking. And I find it to be a very special thing about where I am right now, because gay doesn't exist. Nobody looks at you. And it's love. I like it. It's the gay ghettos and the gay culture and the gay stuff like that suffers from that. It suffers in the way I would think about it. But I see these young kids and I'm very envious they can live a very open, authentic life at such a young age. I couldn't even imagine when I was young. It's really lovely.
Wow. And do you see yourself living there for a long while?
I will die here.
Wow.
This is a lot of people don't know that they're looking for their home in their life, where their heart belongs. And when I came here, I didn't know this is where my heart belonged. This is my home. I've never felt at home anywhere except for Barcelona.
Wow, that's very interesting you saying that, because I can see how much you love, you're part of the city, literally.
I would die. I will die in the city. Sure. I mean, I love the city. It has given me so much of what I didn't know I dreamed of.
Amazing. Good.
Yeah.
Question. Let's do it. Next question is, if you could be an animal, which one that would be and why?
Cat. Cat. None. Easy.
You have cats?
I mean, I with my ex, we had 3 dogs and 2 cats, and I am. Cats got so much freaking personality into a demeanor that doesn't give 2 F's about anything, and they're so lovely. And I could be cat. I could be cat. Easy.
And if you're a cat, what would be your name?
Oh. Hey, you.
Right. So I have 3 questions left for you. Okay, let's do it.
Okay. All right.
Gregory, before the next question, tell me how, in the past when you were creating good content, working porn, tell me how the idea started, how you've been introduced to the business.
Okay, so do you need a short version or like a little bit of long one?
Mixed, like the most you can explain. Like,
okay, I'll go fast. I had an obsession when I was a teenager. I had an obsession with porn. It was straight porn. I didn't know I was gay yet, and I loved porn. I loved porn. I just loved it. I had an obsession with it. Every Friday when I would get paid, I would go to this porn store down the road and I would buy a video. I had this massive collection of porn. I loved porn. I loved collecting the VHSs, everything. And later on, about like 24 years old, I was like, I want to do porn, not for the money, not for the stardom, anything like that. And I had a, I guess you would call that maybe fascination or a fetish with the idea of doing porn, not for stardom or anything. And then my dream was to be a Titan man. I wanted to be on Titan videos. I applied. I wrote all the emails, everything, all the stuff. My first one, I got on Titan, and it was like. And then after that, it was I did that for a couple years on and off while I had my regular job, and I couldn't believe I was doing what I was doing. I just was so like, this has been I don't know how to say it. It just was something I dreamed about so much. It was so much fun, so many interesting people, so many adventures, so many places. And then I met my husband, and he wasn't doing porn at the time. And he said, if I'm gonna be dating somebody, I want to date somebody respectable. You have to quit porn. I said, fine. It was just a fun thing. I had a regular job, whatever. I quit. And then we moved to Paris and we ran out of money. And he's like, we're doing porn and we're becoming escorts. And I'm like, but you made me quit. And then we did. And I had like 6 more years of, that moment in my life was probably the highlight of my life. The adventures, the people, the kindness, the fun, the experience of doing things that you never thought you could do. And just like, and it's work. Don't nobody let you tell you it's not work. It is freaking work. But I'm so lucky to have been able to be given that experience. It was so amazing. It's just so amazing. I loved it. I'm so fond of it. It was a great time.
Amazing. Good. Next question is, describe yourself in 3 words.
Honest, tough, and big.
That was very quick, my goodness. Saying that, Gregory, tell me, when you think about yourself, analyzing yourself, what's the best part of being Gregory? What do you like the most about yourself? Being yourself.
I love that I love. I don't, I am, to my detriment, I am not a person that believes anybody's bad. And you have to prove you're a bad person to me before I believe it. So everyone is a great person to me in the beginning. And I don't think I ever want to give that up, because I feel like, what's the point of living if you're doubtful that people are good? And of course, I've been hurt lots of times, but I will never give that up. I love loving. And when you're I have a saying in my life, when you're my friend, you're not my friend. I only have family. I don't have friends. So when I tell you I love you, you better freaking believe that, like, I'll do anything for you. And that has got me in trouble a lot, but I don't want to give that up.
That's sweet. Wow, that's amazing. And I totally understand. And I agree as well. I think friends, they are family. The right friends, they are family. The bond is so strong and connected that it's a safe place to be, isn't it?
It's safer because you chose them. Like you sought them out, you found them, you developed a relationship, and it wasn't something you were forced into, like your family. You know,
Yeah.
like you choose to love these people. You choose, and I choose to keep. I choose to keep loving.
Oh, you have a sweetheart.
Like, girl, it's enlarged for other reasons too, but yeah, I do.
2 questions left. Let's do it.
Okay, I love this. It's fun.
Next question is, what makes you most uncomfortable about yourself?
For the most part, nothing. I've had a very large journey in life that I am very comfortable who I am. There are new things happening in my life. Mental health is a big one. Dealing with my mental health is and exploring things that might be out of my control is a big one, and I'm uncomfortable with that. But for the most part, nah, there is nothing I'm uncomfortable about with me.
Amazing. Very good. Ready for the last question?
Yes.
Let's do it. It's fun. Last question for you is, if you could go back in time in one moment or memory in your life, what that would be and why?
It would be the time if I so like what's a remorse, maybe, like what's something I regret or want to change,
No,
or no?
or the opposite. Could be something like, could be anything nice that you want to live it again. Could be anything.
I would want. I don't live with regrets. I don't believe in regrets because I wouldn't be who I am today without them. With them, and I would go back and get to know my grandparents as human beings. Because I realize as I've gotten older and you get to know, I have a very large family, as you get to know your aunt, uncles, and all that stuff, they're people with experience and fun experience. I can tell you things. And like my grandparents lived through World War II. I mean, my grandpa saw, like, the nuclear bomb at Bikini Island. Like, he saw things. Another grandpa was prisoner of war in Japan. Like, I wish I could go back and treat them like humans and not as relatives, if that makes any sense.
Wow, very interesting.
I want to hear what they lived.
I see. Yeah, I think grandparents, they, growing up with them or have them around, it's like it's a gift because we learn a lot with them, always.
And I think you only understand this as you get older and you go, shoot, I know so much more now. I'm like, I wish I could have asked them more about life.
Totally.
For sure.
Absolutely.
For sure.
Okay, it's not the end yet. Let's play now the word association game, okay? I'm going to give away some words. Just tell one word that comes to your mind. Quick thinking, okay? So, I hope you are enjoying the interview. Before we do the word association game, don't forget to give a like, don't forget to share this video, and also don't forget to subscribe to our channel. Just click on the button right there. Thank you so much and enjoy the word association game. Let's start with money. One word.
None of it. Or none.
Family.
Important.
Love.
Undefinable.
Life.
Long.
Sex. Sex.
Fun.
Politics.
Bull.
Religion.
Evil.
Fear.
Not necessary. Unnecessary.
Friendship.
Invaluable.
Regret.
Why?
Success.
Why?
Wish.
Dream.
Happiness.
Personal.
One word for Los Angeles.
Traffic.
One word for USA. Okay. And the last one now, Barcelona, one word.
Life.
Amazing. Let's pretend now I'm going to meet your best friend for a coffee, yeah? And I'm going to ask your best friends, Define Gregory in one positive word and one negative word only. What your best friend would say?
Honest, and that's both words.
I like that. Interesting.
Yeah.
Let's play now, Gregory and the Magic Box, and you can ask me a question. You can ask me a question now.
Okay, you're Portuguese and you're living in the UK.
I'm Brazilian. I'm from Brazil and live in the UK.
But you said, well, I thought you were Portuguese. Okay, Brazilian, live in the UK. That makes more sense. Okay, hold on. Okay, my one question is Brazil or UK?
Ooh, great. Tough question. Tough question. Right. Very tough question. I'll tell you something. Right. It's interesting, the question, because for me, I love my country. Yeah, Brazil. I'm patriot. I love my country. I think there are no other country like Brazil. You know, there's something about the people, the way you approach life, the way we see life. You know, we are very positive. We have the nation. You know, you always try. You keep going. There's something about Brazilian people that we know. For us, we have this mentality of never give up, always trying. At the same time as well, it's interesting because it's such a difference between, you know, Brazil in England, London, and at the same time as well, I love London, I love England because it fits me well. You know what I mean? I know it's very different. People, they always moaning about the weather, you know, about people, but at the same time as well, for me, you're saying about Barcelona, how much you love there. They don't want to be there forever. I have the same here in London as well. I think I think I'm meant to be here for some reason. You know, I love the culture. I love the way. You know, it's different. The culture there, we are so different, but at the same time as well, for me, it suits me very well. I love my country. I need to go to Brazil. You know, I need to visit my family. I need to see my roots there. But at the same time as well, I love being here. So it's such a difficulty for me because, you know, both of them, they are in the same level of love. You know, both of them, they're together for me. I love being Brazilian, and at the same time as well, I love living in England. You know what I mean? So yes. It's something very interesting because, you know, some people, like for example, you literally see yourself there. You love the place where you are. I'm the same as well. I love here, but at the same time as well, I love Brazil. And but living, I prefer to live here because it fits me. Somehow, I find my way of living, you know, my true self here in England.
I feel you. Like we are always born somewhere, but we aren't necessarily always home.
There we go. It's exact. For me, it works really this way, you know, because if you'd ask me, I love being Brazilian. I love, like, I was born in Brazil and I feel so proud of it. But at the same time as well, I feel very lucky to be living here. I found my place here, and I couldn't picture myself living in another place. So it's very hard for me to, you know, but both of them, they have. You know, they're the same kind of love together because I love my country, but at the same time as well, I love being here in England.
I don't believe love is a pie. It's not a finite thing. Once you take a slice, you lose more. You can always have a bigger pie, and you can always have more love for something, but you can never lose love for something else.
Totally, absolutely. Yeah. That's what I believe as well.
For sure.
Gregory, did you enjoy the interview?
I did. Thank you. I needed it. Thank you. I appreciate it.
Thank you so much for being so sweet, for being so open, and to bring this energy. My goodness, I could feel your energy through your message. I'm like, oh my God, he got the energy to share.
Thank you. I feel that means a lot to me. Thank you. I appreciate that you can even feel that because I pride myself.
Thank you. But before you go, if you can share a positive message or something that you live by.
Be honest to everyone you meet and come from a place of love in your honesty, because when you're dishonest to somebody, you rob them of the ability to make their own educated choices about how to respond to who you are. Be yourself, be kind to yourself, and be kind to everybody else.
Amazing. I strongly believe as well, when you are kind to someone, you are being kind to yourself because it's going to come back to you somehow.
To argue a little bit on that one, like, I believe being kind just because I just didn't be kind. I never expect anything back, and I'm never disappointed. Because if you expect something, then you can be disappointed. No, I'm kind because I want to give, and I have a lot to give, and that's it.
Amazing.
That's right. That's
Muitas gracias.
de nada. Obrigado.
Obrigado. Thank you very much, okay? Keep in touch.
Right. Thank you, William. That was so much fun. I appreciate it. Have a good night.
Take care.
Bye.
Bye-bye. Bye. So, did you like the show? Don't forget to give a like, to share it, and also don't forget to subscribe to the channel. And if you'd like to be part of the show as well, first, subscribe to our channel, and after that, just go to our website, www.williamandthemagicbox.com, and send us a request saying why you'd like to be part of the show. And I see you there. Bye-bye. See you next time.